Hello. Welcome back to Jazzgrass Gaming.
Welcome back to the best and most fantastical, elastical, most amazing and magical, most absolutely terrific and horrendously amazeballs series on the internet.
Sweat. What?
It's our Dark Souls 3 playthrough, and we are still unstoppable. Yes, we're an unstoppable force of fuck you.
Gaell can't stop us from trying to beat this guy.
Lowering the volume a little bit.
What the fricky fuck you.
Make sure you guys don't have to suffer through bad audio quality. I think this is alright. I hope you guys can hear me alright.
It's difficult to roll underneath that.
It's difficult to smoke and have a microphone in your mouth.
Oh yeah, it's difficult.
So in between the episodes, we were waiting for food. And I did this boss one-handed.
You got halfway through the first stage.
I got alright. It went alright. I mean, it's mostly the second stage that I really just suffer with. Man. To think that this, like, the fact that we're just doing these bosses out of order is hilarious as well. Like, we show up to the end of the world to kick this dude's ass. In the meantime, we haven't even killed the fucking princess.
Don't worry, son.
We're
just busy. Want to have our homework finished before we go to the teachers.
Exactly. Oh man. And then Lord of Cinder. And a new game plus. And then we're gonna play it all over again. And we're never gonna stop. Dark Souls 3 forever.
5 more years of Dark Souls
5
3.
Second term. Dark Souls 3 second term.
They couldn't make a better, longer lasting game.
We could. If Trump can do it, so can we.
Mate.
By the time this comes out, this is gonna be a mildly relevant joke.
Probably.
I mean, who knows? Maybe Joe Biden will win.
That'd also be hilarious.
Honestly,
both the options are.
I don't know enough
funny.
about Joe Biden to know why he's not a good candidate. All I know is that he seems like he mostly doesn't understand what's going on around him anymore. You know, he seems more like a mouthpiece at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, he seems like your super old granddad who doesn't add anything to the conversation. Just looks confused all the time. And meanwhile, Trump is just your wacky racist uncle who just doesn't seem to shut up.
Oh man, if Trump wins this stupid election again, that means that America will have voted him in twice, dog. Yep. I mean, it's their own fault for continuously pinning bad people against him, like Hillary and like Bernie would have been a pretty good.
Bernie would have won.
Opponent.
I feel like Bernie would have won.
So why did he end up dropping out?
Because his party is just fucking him over at every point. Like they give him less rallies to talk. They give him less screen time. Like they do all the things to fuck him over basically, so he doesn't get in the spotlight. And people just. I don't know what people are doing in America. If I were in America, I'd be like, dude, really? This pisses me off. Like, no matter how much I vote for the guy who's actually a good guy, it doesn't matter because internally you're gonna fuck him over.
Yeah, it does kind of. Isn't that technically corruption?
No, that's not technically corruption. It's pretty much corruption.
Yeah, right. It sounds very corrupt.
But that's just how governments run these days, man. They don't give a shit. And they're pretty blatant about it as well.
Huh.
And meanwhile, Bernie is just like the awkward kid in class who's just getting bullied, but he's too much of a pussy to say anything to the teacher or anything. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like American politics are just weird and wacky. One reason why I kind of like it.
Kind of sucks because Bernie seemed to be.
He's a cool dude.
To me, he looked like the only dude that doesn't. He didn't strike me as a guy that lives in a massive house. I could be wrong because I don't know the guy.
Like, still, he's not as. Well, I feel like he's more socially connected to people.
Exactly, that's what I mean. There's not this big
knows what the
disconnect.
people
Because
need.
Because when I look at my own country's politics, I usually feel like there's a pretty big disconnect there. Like sometimes they say things that I'm like, wow, you don't. Do you even care who's listening?
Yeah.
Do you even?
Have you read this yourself before you said it?
Like, mate.
Were you high when you wrote this?
Do you remember? I remember watching a video of a debate, and I'll be honest, there, Dennis. I've since been convinced that I can be a politician.
Yeah, I've been convinced about that for a long while now.
Oh, so you also believe I could be a politician? That's great.
Yeah, I think we both could do it.
No,
like if we both run for office, we'd win.
We could probably form our own splinter party, and we'll call it Jazzgrass Politics. And when people ask us why we're called that way, it's just like, yeah, it's an extension of our YouTube channel. We just vlog our political activities. Like today we are discussing what our main.
Well, we're fighting Gaell. This is what we think about our public healthcare system. We need to change some things.
Now things are pretty alright. I mean, it's fairly affordable for most people. However, there appears to be this gap between lower and middle class. Like, motherfucking Gaell, man! And what we're going to need to do is we need to close this gap. Now the way we're going to do this is by simply making a temporary
Gaell,
class between middle and lower, and we'll call it the forgotten class.
The hollow class. It's like, you're somewhere floating in between the wall and the ship.
I don't know, man. Look, here's the thing. Here's this thing. It's just their debates at some points just sounded so childish that I figured that even I could hold my composure better than that. And if you've watched any of our Dark Souls playthroughs,
we do not know how to keep composure.
I mean, you're alright. It's just I'm the main source of contempt. I feel like usually, like I'm usually the guy that gets really upset over nothing.
Yeah, but the thing is, I can get really upset over something, and I feel with politics that would be the case.
Oh, definitely. But I don't think I would lose my composure the way that those politicians do, man, because they just start saying things that I'm like, no, stop. This is not high school. Get out. Remember that whole thing with Mark Rutte and Geert Wilders, where they were like, what did Geert Wilders say? Doe nou eens normaal, man.
Oh ja.
En Mark Rutte just went, nee, doe jij normaal.
Doe zelf normaal.
And I was like, I get, it's actually a good callback, but how about you said something that would have diffused the situation? You know, how about you just said something like, okay, listen, I understand that you're upset, but we gotta keep this debate civilized. Something like that. But he didn't. He just threw roasts back at him, and I was like, guys,
first of all,
you're
I can
ruling
roast
the
Will
country.
Better, and second of all, I can do it
country.
efficiently. Oh.
Like, come on, man. Do you think marijuana will ever be legalized in the Netherlands?
It has to happen someday, but I feel like it's gonna take way longer than we expect. I feel
Especially
like we'll be 50.
way longer than we want it to take.
I think we'll be 50 and then it'll fully legalize it. And even then it'll be monopolized by
That's
like
annoying because I'm probably dead by 50.
You know.
Look, it needs to happen before I'm 30. You know, I want to be allowed to grow my marijuana bonsai. Actually, if they legalize
yeah, that's
marijuana,
the thing. They
if
probably
they
won't.
legalize marijuana, will they prohibit banks and rental companies from including in their contract clauses that disallow people to possess marijuana within their household? Because
currently, if you buy a house, it will say in
Mhm.
your sales contract that if a marijuana plant is found within your home, you will the sales contract will fall through,
Yep.
thus meaning you're liable to lose your house, right?
Yes.
If you live in a rental and you have a plant in your house, then you're probably pretty stupid already. But
Yeah.
you can get evicted for that, of course. But wouldn't if marijuana is completely legalized, would that still be allowed? You reckon? I imagine if you're in I feel like with rentals, it's more going to be. I feel like it's a little bit more freedom freedom in that. And I feel because, for example, let's say you live in an apartment complex, but you bought your apartment. You feel like you should be legally allowed, like technically according to the law, you're not doing anything wrong if you, grow marijuana in your house. Now let's say that the government did prohibit sales contracts from including such clauses. You are in a packed apartment complex, right? And you've got 5 plants on your balcony or in your living room. Both of those places are pretty bad to have them.
Mm-hmm.
So your neighbors will now have to deal with the apartment building starting to smell like weed around your apartment specifically. So technically you are within your right, but you are imposing on other people.
I think that, well, alright, so what I think they're gonna do is exactly that. Like, if you're gonna be in an apartment complex, they're gonna be like, nah, you can't fucking grow weed, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, I
You
feel
live with
like
other people.
they would have to
But if you got
specify your
if you got
living
a
environment.
yeah, exactly. If you got a freestanding home, then they should be like, oh, you can fucking grow whatever the fuck you want. You can make a business out of it. But if you live in like a fucking connected home with your own garden, they'd probably be like, keep it at 2.
Because the main thing is the smell, right?
Yes.
So what I'm thinking is, are there any other plants that emit a strong smell like a marijuana plant does? Because a marijuana plant, you can smell that from like several meters away.
Yeah. There's plants that smell way stronger, but like smell either way nicer or way worse.
That's what I mean with preferably way worse. Just for the purpose of giving an example.
Well,
I reckon if you put those in your garden, your neighbors would also complain.
Yeah,
I feel like the main issue with marijuana plants for most people in the Netherlands is the fact that if you grow it, it smells everything up. There's no going around it. And I know a lot of stoners at home are like, no, that's not true. You're an idiot who doesn't know that your nose, is basically used to the smell of weed. But I still smell weed when I smoke. Yeah, that's because the concentration of it is higher. It's not necessarily about the fact that like weed, like I've heard people try to claim that a little, okay, so someone had a little wrist thing, like a little bracelet, and if you cracked it open, it would be a little pipe, and people were like, oh, that's so cool, and I was like, isn't the resin and such like, isn't that going to stink it up though?
Yeah.
And they were like, no, because resin doesn't smell. Because it's just coal. It's carbon, so it doesn't have a smell. And I was like,
oh, dude,
that's not true. Because if it was just carbon, it wouldn't stick to your. It would be able to be washed away from your bongs, right? And it doesn't. And tar wouldn't be sticky if it was like a pile of carbon isn't sticky. And I was actually downvoted for it. And then somebody came into the Fed like, are you a motherfucker's retarded? Have you ever smelled your bong after taking a couple hits?
I was like, yeah, dude, like, that will smell the fuck out of shit.
And a day later, I had a couple upvotes,
Nice.
and they do too. Those people were like, oh, yeah, makes sense. Because I was like, yeah, dude, like, come on. A bong is gonna have a lot of, like, and a pipe too, like, yeah, it boggles my mind, dude. How cocky people can be when they smoke weed, like, oh yeah, no, this is fun. And they're like, no.
Just don't be a dick about it. Oh.
I remember one time Dennis and I were walking in Utrecht, and we were walking by a little not an elementary school, not a preschool, but one of those daycare.
Yeah.
We walked by a little daycare, and I had a joint in my hand, but it wasn't lit. We'd been smoking it, but at the moment it was out. So I was thinking for a while. I was like, well, I kind of want to take a hit of this, but we were walking by daycare. So what do? I don't fucking take the hit. I just keep walking from it. But I've seen people just casually stand in front of elementary school.
People don't give a fuck.
And I'm just like, come on, man. You're the one who's making it more difficult for this to be socially acceptable.
That's the thing. Like you gotta be nice about it.
I do love Dutch cops though when it comes to weed. They're just all just like, it's just some weed, dude. It's like the same as cigarettes at this point. Like, you could be sitting in a park smoking a doobie and they're gonna be like, yo, I don't mind you smoking weed, but could you keep it on the move? Otherwise it's gonna spread around too much.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
and
don't be a nuisance.
I once asked the guy, police officer, like, sir, I will listen to your, I will do what you say, but I just wanted to ask, won't my walking around spread it as well? He's like, no, because when you walk around, the wind catches it much earlier. So, and it's less concentrated in one spot, so it becomes less of an issue. And I was like, okay, that's actually kind of reasonable, and I don't know enough about science to dispute it, so...
He's true, this is right.
But like, cops in the Netherlands are pretty chill.
Most of them are pretty chill.
Oh yeah, there's always the fucking sour pusses who are like just being really just a cunt just for the sake of it. Like, sometimes you can tell that someone is being too punctual, you know?
Yep.
Where it's
like a real
okay,
pen pusher.
Yeah, like where it's like, okay, now you're really just doing it just to be a cunt. Like, and the reason I say just to be a cunt is not like, oh yeah, you're doing this because because they deserve it. Like, usually when it happens, you can tell from the moment they open their mouths what they're gonna be like. You know, by the exact tone they
You gotta know what vibe they're gonna.
If they talk to you like immediately in a very Arcturian manner when it's not really appropriate for the scenario, yeah, you're probably getting fucked, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that was beautiful.
I thought it got hit.
Yeah, it looked like it, but he missed, and it was amazing, and it looked really cool. I mean, I guess that's the kind of what they want to have happen, because they want it to be like such a cinematic experience.
Like, that swoop up is very annoying to get. I haven't taken a hit yet.
I'm so sorry.
Like, you yelled at me last recording, but it's mostly no, actually you yelled at yourself while yelling at me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do that more often. Yell at yourself.
I know.
After every come out, just take a hit.
But the problem for me is just the fact that I've got so much to say. But also, if I start yelling at me, I'll start feeling depressed.
Oh.
What can I say? I'm a sensitive boy.
I'm a sensitive man.
I'm a weird case. I'm like,
oh,
I'm the guy that's supposed to be a sub, but I want to be a dom. You know what I mean?
You're an aspiring Chad.
Yeah, I guess.
So you could put it.
Pretty accurate.
Man, you know what one of my favorite things about work is?
Your coworkers?
When my employees walk up to me and is like, dude, are you staying till the end today? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh, thank God. I love that so much. And I hear it a lot. It's like, oh yeah, you're till the end, thank God.
Feels good.
We'll be done early and we'll have fun doing it. Oh. I did not expect that backhand. You were spamming the same attack for a while. Got me there, son. Hey, right in your face. Fuck you, I don't care. Yeah, does that piss you off? Good. Because I'll smack your ass.
Give me the booty, give me the booty, give me the booty. I don't know the lyrics.
Tonight.
Tonight.
Yeah. I forgot the tonight, dude. You should have just done the tonight.
Oh. I fucked it all up.
Calls him a singer-songwriter.
Man, this haze is really nice, bro. I'm only half sure I'm pretty sure it looks like a haze. It smokes like a haze. It's probably a haze.
Probably is.
People at home like, oh, you can't tell the difference.
It's just like, smoke more weed. You'll learn too.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell the difference at first either. Don't worry. Now I even tell the difference between rolling inside and outside out.
Inside out? Outside? Wait, what the fuck did you just say?
Exactly.
That threw me for a loop.
Inside out and outside out.
Inside out.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Yes. How many times have we smacked this man?
On the booty?
Buttocks.
Mate, he's
Like,
mostly...
we're just spanking, like his
You know when
ass
he's-
is
you know when
bruised
he-
and blue.
No, but you know when you stagger him in the first stage and he gets all mad and smacks around? That's because he's just getting upset at the booty smack. And he's
Stop
like,
smacking me in the
he's like,
ass.
I'm done with this sexual harassment. I can't even comfortably stand up straight. That's the thing. Like half the first stage is just him getting ready to get back up again after we've been smacking his booty.
Yeah, stacking him again.
Drink.
Sorry, dude. I'm just a little into it. Ooh. Alright. Oh. Sorry, I was
so many
busy.
opportunities to drink. You took none of them.
I was a little busy smacking him and keeping him staggered. That was I was stacking him again. Shit.
Alright, give me a try.
Yeah, go ahead.
Give me the controller.
Here you go, brother.
Alright, where can I put this down?
On your desk?
Yeah, I guess so. But that's so much effort.
Oh yeah, so much effort. Yeah, you need to file a month break.
Yeah, man.
Sorry,
Call
I
up
gotta
my
call my
boss.
boss.
Yeah, like I've been in contact with someone who's got corona. I'm gonna self-isolate for 2 months. So some
I
people
still
are
get paid,
saying,
right?
some people are saying that we might never get rid of corona.
Yeah.
I wonder about that.
No, man, we'll see. It'll be like chickenpox. Like we'll get rid of it, and then people will stop caring about it, and it'll come back.
I got his knee. Fuck your knee, old man.
Welcome to the future, old man. How did that not hit you? It's like that.
Don't ask so
that,
many questions.
That ground smack is so fucking annoying.
Damn it, he was closer than I anticipated him to be. Gulp.
It took you about a heat.
Give me the gulp, baby.
Give me them hot gulps. Smack. Ooh. Nice. Good evade. Smack. Smack.
Okay, dude. See you later.
Oh,
Oh, that was pretty
motherfucker.
cool. I like that. Oh, see ya.
That's what I do with hilly maps. In War Thunder, I just go beneath him and there's just, wee, there I am again.
Haha, his booty.
I was trying some first person flying the other day.
Yeah, it's difficult, isn't
It's
it?
great fun. I did get a fucking air target.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, son.
What, like a player or just
Yeah, player.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I mean, I swooped down. Like, I had the full chance. Like,
yeah,
I,
well, fair enough.
I
It's
set it
still
up perfectly.
difficult.
It's just like, yeah,
it's
I
not
got
an
it.
easy feat.
What did I tell you about drinking that blood? It's time for a smacking. You stupid Gaell. Sorry, I can.
I'm gonna kill you, Gaell. Give me the Dark Souls, Gaell.
I know you got him, you dirty bitch.
Give me that thing.
I'm gonna smack the souls right out of your booty cheeks.
You're dark hole.
I'm gonna take those dark souls out of your dark holes. Smack it. No, stop bullying me, Mickey. Go away.
In the balls.
Oh, man. His poor cheeks. He's just like, ah, my cheeks, stop it. You made them just discharge.
Oh fuck, I was paying attention to where the electricity was gonna go.
Nice Estes stink.
Exactly, sometimes you just gotta. It saved my life too.
Yeah.
Oh, trying to keep track of where electricity's gonna come. And trying to keep track of this guy is annoying.
Bullshit.
Came out of it with more health than I entered, so
It's a win. Oh.
fuck. Took that hit full on. That's alright.
An eye for an eye. Just a cheeky little note.
Oh, I just pressed it a microsecond too early. Not too late, I mean.
Boy, oh boy. That's some good shit.
That's so much fun. Just to look at and
Yep.
just to
Yep.
experience. Holy fuck.
It's experience.
Ah,
Too much
man.
denial. Figaro, Figaro. Figaro, Figaro.
Alright.
Now you little bitch ass girl, come over here.
But yeah, I've also been playing some tanks and, you know, getting some kills with that. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, sometimes when I play like air mode, like I lose all my planes before a battle ends, so I just go back to hangar. I'm like, oh, I'll wait for that to be done, and then I'll just do my old tankies. Because it is great fun just going around
Yeah.
ganking fools, going around quarters, just be like, skirt, bitch! Didn't expect me here, did you?
Fuck, he just fucking did his attack and went right onto my hammer.
Yep.
You little bugger.
You little bitch. You fat little dingleberry.
Fuck you. Didn't even let him get mad. I just staggered him out of it.
Yep, that's great.
So
Just smacked him out of it, just like, no! Calm down! Oh yeah, sorry.
Sorry, let us continue with kicking each other's ass.
Wait, you can't heal if I can't rage.
Apparently I can, loser.
Fucking bitch, what you gonna do about it?
Oh!
Oh, swing and a miss. Oh, swing and a hit.
Ooh, that second one was
Yeah.
fast. Fucking, ooh.
Good G-man shit. Good G-man shit. Smack,
Big ol' smackums.
smack. Oh, nice, dude. That aerial defense.
I know, right?
Oh, you might. Whoa.
Oh no.
Oh.
That's annoying. Yeah, throw faster.
Throw me already, come on. Smack. Yeah, just drop the ball. I know, right? His first stage is still very annoying.
Oh, I need to now.
Yeah, he got so
get
mad.
out of here.
He really needs to work on his anger issues. Like, oh my god.
Get a gobsmacked, bitch. There you go. Oh man.
Those new codes.
Wait,
does
we're
look
already
amazing.
second phase, but
Yeah.
he still has more than half left. Come on, man. Give me a break.
That's weird. It's weird like that.
Skip easy mode.
Please.
Why does Sekiro not have an easy mode?
Honestly though, it should. It's very
Remember
difficult
when those game quote-unquote journalists
here. Yeah,
were
cool.
going on about that?
Yeah. It's like, no, just get good at the game, dude. It's like asking a painter to paint differently. It's like, yeah, Picasso, I really like your style, but can you do a photorealistic image, please?
Oh my goodness sake.
Like, it's legit, dude. It's legit that.
I mean, I could understand it if it was during the Renaissance when there were no photos. That still amazes me that there's no photorealistic painters from that era that are like super realistic or anything. It's just like, come on.
Well,
it must have been someone who was skilled enough.
apparently not, dude. I think it only was until pictures
He
that...
charged just long enough to
Yep.
give me that time.
Yep. But I think it was only until pictures that painters were like, oh shit, We gotta step up our game.
We got upper game. These photos are gonna
like-
take
like-
away our business.
Yeah, it's like these stream thoughts being like, oh fuck man, anime girl are just the new top shit. I can't compete. Being a hot gamer girl isn't enough anymore.
Cape is so punishing, dog.
Yep.
Oh, forgot about that thing.
Yep, it's very much bullshit, and it's very difficult to predict if he's gonna do it.
Oh, he's doing that again. Like the thunder isn't already enough. He hardly gives me a chance to attack him. That's a difficult bit about it. Ooh, that's what I mean. Like, there's no chance to attack him, bro. It's really hard. I was trying to play aggressive and everything, but he just keeps
next
going.
episode.
Oof.
Bye bye.
We'll get him.